old boys ain't much for working. 2 shots on a barrel and they're talking about bourbon. Talking about a few other things that they don't know. If you've got a question, no need to ask. They don't have a clue, so raise your glass. Take a sip with the Bowl Brothers. Now it's on with the show. From the heart of central Kentucky, the bourbon capital of the world, it's 2 shots on a barrel with your host, a couple of hot shots of their own, the Bowl Brothers.
Back to 2 shots on a barrel. Beautiful sunshine day. And, man, it's Thanksgiving weekend. You know, I'm sure, JBow, you got your fill of turkey and all that good stuff. And now we just get back on the road. We got a special spot today that we get to talk to a pretty cool dude.
Yeah, man, I tell you, I hope you had a good Thanksgiving. I hope you didn't eat too much like I did. I'm married into a Lebanese family, and when you're married into a Lebanese family, you eat a lot. And so,
yeah, you like eat that raw food and stuff like that, right?
I bypassed the raw part of meat.
Like queep. What do you call it?
Kubi.
Kubi,
yeah.
Kubi.
Raw kubi. It's raw lamb meat, and I've tried it and decided I'm never going to eat it again. But they love it.
Was it just not? It just wasn't.
You know, I just can't get past the thought of
the fact that it's like raw.
Yeah, I just
I don't think I
eat
could.
it like it's candy, and
I don't think I could do that.
Well, boys, I'm gonna have to tell you, you all are the first ones that I've ever met from Lebanon, Kentucky, that actually said you're Lebanese. So
hey,
I hate to tell you, but I don't count
hey, I tell you, it all fits hand in hand, doesn't it?
That's awesome. Well, JBow, welcome in our guest, my brother.
That's it. Hey, we're here with Wilderness Trail, not the master distiller. We're special. We have the co-owner of Wilderness Trail Distiller, Dr. Patrick Heist. Welcome to the show, buddy.
Thanks, guys.
Hey, man, this is the first show. You know, we talk about we've had some celebrities, celebrity guests on the infancy.
Chad Spalding.
Chad Spalding, man. I mean, you're talking about celebrity, but you know, we've had guys like Wally Dance, Steve Nally, Denny Potter,
Turtle Man,
for God's sakes.
Come on.
And this is a first on 2 shots on a barrel. We have a doctor in the house.
Unbelievable.
I mean, how freaking... I got to be honest with you, JBow. I put some stuff out on the 2 Shots group page last night. I hope you weren't offended because I'm a little bit concerned, not only for you, but for me, that our heads might go like steam blowing out.
I think once he saw us and knows how he needs to throw things at us.
He's going to dumb this shit down real good for us.
It's going to have to happen.
That's
man.
what it's what's going on, brother? Man, this is a pleasure. We've heard so much. You know, we talked about when we came in, Wally Dant with Log Still Distillery, just big praising reviews of you, and then we talked to, of course, our buddy Chad Spalding. But man, this is cool. This is a pleasure. We appreciate you allowing us to come down here to Wilderness Trail and just sit here and shoot the bull and drink some great bourbon.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I'm flattered you guys think I'm so brilliant. I don't know if you'll still think that by the end of this thing. But, you know, I appreciate you guys coming to see us. And, you know, me and all the other guys that you mentioned, you know, we're in the members of the Kentucky Distillers Association. And, you know, all the distillers here in Kentucky are real good friends. You mentioned Danny Potter earlier. Of course, the celebrity, Chad Spalding.
Oh, yeah.
Matt Jackson. I mean, you know, I was just talking to him the other day.
It doesn't get it better than Matt Jackson.
No, good people. But, you know, we're just real proud to be members of this great bourbon community here in Kentucky and happy to see guys like you supporting it as well.
So, you know, with this saying, you know, for you guys, you all kind of were doing some things, you and your co-partner, co-owner, you all were doing some things kind of that led you into owning your own distillery, right?
Yep. So we started off with a biotech company. So my business partner, Shane Baker, he has a background in mechanical engineering, and he's also got a good business background. And my background's microbiology, biochemistry. And we came together in 2006, started a company called Firm Solutions, firm as in fermentation. And so kind of our bread and butter with that company was selling yeast and fermentation products like enzymes, antibacterials, mainly to, if you look at the size of different distilleries, the largest bourbon producer here in Kentucky, for example, their fermenters are probably 100 to 150,000 gallons apiece, which is big-ass fermenter.
Dang.
Our biggest fermenter here is 20,000 gallons, which that size fermenter will get you 60 barrels of bourbon. So you can imagine one that's 5-10 times that, how much bourbon comes out of one fermenter. And the larger the fermenter, the more yeast you're going to use. Well, fuel alcohol distilleries, which a lot of people don't realize, here in North America, about 15% of all the fuel that's burnt is made domestically at fuel alcohol distilleries. They ferment corn just like you're making whiskey,
right,
but they're going to distill it and purify it up to pure 200%, 200 proof alcohol. And those guys got fermenters that are sometimes over 1 million gallons apiece.
Goodness gracious.
So when you're selling yeast to different people, the ones who's got the biggest fermenters are the ones you go after first. So we started off mostly in fuel alcohol distilleries, which one thing about those guys is they're highly sophisticated. I mean, if you got one fermenter that's going to result in 200,000 gallons of alcohol, if anything goes wrong, you don't want that to be 170,000 gallons of alcohol. You want it to be full amount. So they run things very sophisticatedly, and we went in and learned a lot from those places in how they collect data, how they run their laboratories. And then we, little by little, started getting more and more over into beverage alcohol, which runs a lot, on tradition. I mean, if you have a grandpa or a great-grandpa who distilled and they tell you their secrets, a lot of times it's going to be methodologies that were used 100+ years ago. Whereas if you go into some of these high-tech new distilleries, they're going to be running things like a computer laboratory. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So we just kind of came at it from the standpoint of, hey, let's take this real high-tech way of running a distillery and see if we can apply it to some of these more traditional type of distilleries and end up saving money, making more whiskey, basically increasing the profitability and in some cases the quality by doing more sophisticated data management and, how we run our fermenters, how we cook the mash. I mean, even if your whiskey doesn't taste any better, but you save $2 million a year on energy,
well, yeah.
That's a big plus. So it's not always just about making better whiskey. Sometimes it's about making more whiskey, same quality, but with the same money.
Oh, yeah.
So anyhow, that's kind of how we started. And then, one thing about being a yeast supplier is the yeast gets the blame for every problem a distillery has. I'll just tell you that. So when somebody calls up, first damn thing they see is fermenter's not working. Oh, damn yeast ain't working. So they're going to call us up. Hey, damn yeast isn't working. Right. What's going on here? So we got to be able to go in there and say, hey, this is a grain quality issue, or you got bacterial contamination, or you're running too hot, or your pH is off, or it could be a lot of different things. So over the years, I mean, in a day, we probably get more phone calls and hear about more issues because we work with about 600 different distilleries.
That's freaking crazy.
So in one day, we might hear more problems than a typical distiller would see working at one distillery in of course, 10 years. So every day, we're just constantly learning about, and not only grain-based fermentations. I mean, just look at whiskey and bourbon. You got single malts, you got bourbon whiskeys, you got wheated, you got high rye, you got rye whiskeys, you got, Irish, Scotch. I mean, and then you get into moonshines where you're fermenting sugar, tequila where you're fermenting agave, rum where you're fermenting molasses or sugar, and then you got beet sugar, cane sugar. I mean, there's all these different things. And then you get over into beer making, and holy hell, you're in a whole nother realm.
Jesus.
Right.
So you got to be used to talking the lingo, depending on who you're talking to. I mean, if somebody calls up, hey, I'm making cider vinegar, you got to be ready to talk that language. So where we've had exposure with so many different situations, we just got the knowledge to, at some point, we were like, man, we probably ought to have our own distillery.
Yeah.
Who was there to even provide this type of expertise?
not too many companies.
I'm going to
We've got
say.
competitors who are yeast providers. We've got competitors who are more into the bacterial contamination side. There are enzyme providers, but we're kind of one of the first to be a kind of a one-stop shop for all that. And we don't just specialize in fuel alcohol. We do fuel, beverage, beer, wine. I mean, even non-alcoholic fermented beverages like kombucha,
Really?
and kefir and all that kind of stuff.
Jesus Louises.
Goodness gracious.
Are you
I'm like,
are you following along with this deal?
What I like about this, because nobody's ever talked about this before.
Yeah.
So this is something new for us that we're learning today. It's pretty cool.
All right, so for the dummies in the room, like, give me a real quick. You talked about yeast, and yeast getting the blame. So obviously, yeast is critical, critical piece. But if me and JBow wanted to start making some bourbon, how would we do it?
Well,
We wouldn't.
you would
Need some money.
start by getting a distilled spirits permit, which is required legally.
See, Chad mentioned that. We were trying to bypass
Yeah, we
that
were
part.
just we got some knobs over in Braversville. We were just kind of thinking, just for
we're
doing it
trying-
like the old time
trying
days.
to bypass the expensive part and get right to the
Well, that was my disclaimer. So now we've said that, the equipment itself is already set up to. I mean, really, it's more of, hey, your beer goes in here, your steam goes in here, the stillage is going to go out here, the cold water is going to come in here. So it's all just got connections on it. The distillation part, is a lot of that's kind of figured out for you if you buy quality distillation equipment like Vendome. The rest of it is going to be, choosing a recipe that's, going to make a favorable whiskey, which there's a lot of different recipes now. You guys know as well as I do, there's rules with different things. If you're going to make bourbon, it's got to be over 51% corn, and then honing in on, how much.
Right.
Like this whiskey we're drinking now, this is our 6-year wheated, Wilderness Trail 6-year wheated bourbon, and this has got 64% corn, 24% wheat, 12% malted barley. So, you just got to decide on a mash recipe. The quality of the grains is going to be very important. We work with a local farm here in Danville called Caverndale Farms, and we've had a great relationship. I mean, we've been with them back in the days when we grinded 820 pounds a day. We do about 170,000 pounds a day now,
Holy
7
Jesus.
days a week.
Gosh.
So, having the right partner to get grains. Another interesting thing about Caverndale, and this fits into the level of technicality that we like to stick to around here, is Caverndale is one of the last family-owned seed farms here in the United States. And seed farmers do a real good job, as you can imagine. If you're going to buy a bag of seed, it can't have corn cobs and all kinds of bullshit in there.
Right.
So they do a great job of cleaning the grains. The other thing about them being a seed producer is that they grow their different varieties and keep them separate. So we have the option of getting grains that are the same variety from year to year, so it just helps us stay more.
Yeah.
Not only are we buying local grains, but we're able to pinpoint certain varieties that we like. That way, instead of just saying, hey, we use 64% a number 2 yellow dent corn, we can say, hey, we're using 64% this very specific
Yeah, that's
variety of
important.
corn. Yeah, and
Dang.
then get that same variety the next year.
That's cool.
So a couple cool things about
I think we're pretty much going to have to buy a barrel.
Yeah,
I mean, that's
think
what
so.
I think we're going to have to give up on the going in the sticks and doing it the old-fashioned way.
But you're right. We probably should. But it sounds like fun.
We're not capable.
So one thing I need to tell him is whenever we have people in our studio, they come to the studio in Lebanon, they leave us a bottle that we've been drinking. The bottle in our studio right now that's got the least in it is Wilderness Trail. Mm-hmm. Everybody goes to Wilderness Trail when we come in there.
It was a yellow label, right?
I think so, yellow label.
so
Which
that's
would
the same thing as what we're drinking, except that would have been 4 to 5 years ago.
okay.
Okay, gotcha.
And which that was the bottle that Wally brought into us, and
Yeah,
so
yeah.
we hit it pretty hard that day, and then it's usually been hit, continuously.
That was the first time I had it is when Wally brought it in, and it's probably one of our go-tos now.
Absolutely,
It's a
Yeah.
smooth. It's really good.
Okay, we're going to come back for segment 2 in just a minute. Having fun hanging out at Wilderness Trail. Dr. JBow, Dr. Pat Heist. Cool stuff. More. Segment 2 coming your way on 2 Shots on a Barrel.
you're buying or selling, be it your first home or your last home, or building your investment portfolio, give me a call. I'm Lisa Kearns, a realtor with Exit Realty Heartland. I understand the stress and hassles involved in buying and selling, and I will be here for you. Let me put my 20 plus years experience in marketing and customer service to work for you. Give me a call, 270-402-4036. Lisa Kearns, realtor with Exit Realty Heartland, here to work for you.
The Marion County Trail could be the best value in bourbon-themed travel in Kentucky. You'll experience one of the Kentucky Bourbon Trail's crown jewels, one of the Bourbon Trail Craft Tour's top-rated stops, and something you can't find anywhere else. Organized tours of a bourbon barrel manufacturing facility, all in one place. It's the Marion County Trail. Take your time to tour, dine, shop, and stay all along the way. Explore world-famous Maker's Mark, a hot ticket item on the Kentucky Bourbon Trail. Limestone Branch Distillery, home of world-famous Yellowstone bourbon, and one of the top-rated stops on the Kentucky Bourbon Trail Craft Tour. Kentucky Cooperage, the sprawling plant where the thriving Bourbon Industry's barrels are hand-built and seared with fire for bourbon aging flavor. And Lebanon, home of wonderful dining opportunities from home-cooked to chef-driven. Unique shopping opportunities, nowhere else to be found murals for your selfies, and overnight accommodations that range from traditional to bed and breakfast to bourbon-themed. Go to visitlebanonky.com for more details. Lebanon Tourist and Convention Commission, 270-692-0021.
Hey, this is JimBo.
This is JBow.
Man, we are so happy because JBow, we got this podcast going, and we got fantastic sponsors like our good buddy Billy Taft with Big O Tires.
Billy Taft, longtime friend, and I've been going to him for years for new tires at Big O Tires.
I needed a new set of tires just recently. Guess where I went?
Where'd you go?
Big O Tires here in Lebanon, Kentucky, the heart of Central Kentucky. Billy Taft. He took fantastic care of me. I know he's always taking care of you.
Yeah, heck yeah. He's even taking care of me when I broke down in Bardstown. He has a Bardstown location as well. Fixed the tires right up. Baby, I was out the door, back to Lebanon in no time.
He does a fantastic job. He's always worried about number one. You know what number one is?
What's that?
That is the customer.
Exactly.
The customer is always right when it comes to Billy Taft and Big O Tires, JBow.
You can get oil changes, tire rotations, new tires. Heck, he's even got used tires you can buy.
Absolutely. Whatever it is you're looking for, I guarantee you're going to find it at Big O Tires, Bardstown, or in Lebanon. Boy, and guess what? They are sponsors right here, JBow, on Two Shots on a Barrel.
I'm telling you what, we love Billy Taft and Big O Tires.
Go there today. Big O Tires, Billy Taft. It's in Lebanon and Bardstown, the heart of Central Kentucky. Two old boys ain't much for working. JBow, I love it. I love it, man. I love that tune.
Terry is so talented.
Terry Woolley. So, the story goes that I said, Terry, we're doing this podcast thing. We're just a couple of guys want to talk about bourbon, everything that is Central Kentucky. And Terry's like, I got you. And he took it from there.
Yeah, 24 hours later, bam, we have an opening theme for our podcast.
Terry Woolley with Crystal Music is to kind of icing on the cake. Is sponsoring Two Shots on the Barrel. I don't know how cool that is.
Not only did he do this for us, he's also sponsoring us. So, I mean, it's a double whammy from old Terry. Thank you, Terry.
And you guys have come a long way. You went from a point in time where you guys didn't necessarily get along the best in the world, and now you are like best friends.
Well, it's like, you put two superstars in one room, there's going to be some bumping heads.
Listen, whether it's recording, maybe it's some voice lessons that you need, some learning how to play a guitar, harmonica, you name it, Crystal Music in Campbellsville, Kentucky is the place to go.
Hey, I even was in a tight spot. I was going to go to Nashville. I was going to interview a bunch of artists, and I needed a guitar to sign.
I remember that. I
walked in there, and I'm telling you, they have guitars everywhere. And he said, you don't want this guitar, you want this guitar. And he set me up, and away I went to Nashville. Bam.
He took care of you, and that's the way he can take care of everybody. He's a good dude. He works so hard. His wife, Anna, though, is the best thing in the world about him. There's no doubt about that. But Terry Woolley is a great dude, and for every musical thing that you need, including... If you're out there listening and you need a jingle for your podcast, reach out to Terry Woolley. Check him out on Facebook. Look him up, Terry Woolley. That's Wooley. Or look up Crystal Music. You'll be able to check out all their deals along the way. And thanks so much, as always, JBow. They're a great sponsor.
Hey, and we're looking for more.
Absolutely. Right here on Two Shots in a Barrel. Back to Two Shots on a Barrel, and we're hanging out with Dr. Pat Heist with Wilderness Trail, having fun, man. I got to tell you, JBow, I aspire one day to have the nice beard that he is sporting.
I started mine out just to try to catch up with you, but it'll take 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
That's impressive stuff right there.
No, it's real impressive. And you go out on some of the PR stuff on Wilderness Trail, and you see this guy, this nice, clean-cut, like, church boy-looking fella, and now it's like, dude, now the real Dr. Pat Heist comes out.
Transformation is complete.
Yeah. One of these days, I'm going to do it, man. I'm going to do it.
You know what made it complete?
What's that?
He's a international superstar now because Alex Trebek mentioned.
That is the coolest freaking thing ever, man.
That is crazy.
Yeah. So this is just a couple weeks ago. I mean, now Alex Trebek has passed away, but the Wilderness Trail was up there, and the question was, I guess where is Wilderness Trail?
Yep.
And the answer was, of course, Kentucky. The dude got it right, and you guys got some free publicity.
Well, actually, the answer was Wilderness Trail, but the question
there you
was,
go. I
what
see.
is
I'm
Kentucky?
Yeah, I jack up on my Jeopardy stuff.
That's why you've never been on the show.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right.
That's something else, man. I mean, as I was saying earlier, that's a drink-dropping moment.
Oh, yeah. We were blown away. Definitely.
Yeah. Phone was blown up.
Yeah.
It's like, that is freaking cool.
That is crazy.
Now, we just officially got on the Kentucky Bourbon Trail, which I have to say is another kind of a drink-dropping moment for me, at least.
Yeah.
What a dream come true, to have a project that went from, like I was telling you earlier, 800 pounds a day of grain, 1 barrel a day, to we do 215 barrels a day. No problem, 7 days a week.
And 215 barrels is, I read somewhere, is like freaking 50,000 bottles, or this crazy amount of bourbon. You guys started out kind of the craft distillery niche.
Yep.
You're not a freaking craft distiller anymore, are you?
No.
Did you all see it going that direction?
In
the early stages?
I'll be honest. Shane and I both were very excited to start a distillery. But, the first thing we distilled on was a 3-gallon pot still. Then we moved up to like a 25 or a 50-gallon pot still. And then our first real still when we started actually got incorporated. We had actually had our DSP for a while when we were doing our initial testing and stuff. But our first major Vendome still was about a 250-gallon pot. Wow. So now we're running 2 columns to go. So like I said, we went from 1 barrel a day, 5 days a week operation to, when we're pumping full on, we're 1,500 barrels a week.
Jesus Louise.
Goodness gracious.
So you guys, the heritage, I know that the big thing for you all is what became a part of the heritage, that was big. Why?
Getting now on the Kentucky Bourbon Trail.
So you're like one of the big players.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. We're on the
25,000 bottles of distilled spirits, right? Is that what it takes? Not bottles, but barrels.
That's what it takes. Yeah,
that's what it takes.
Right. Somewhere around that. I'm not the number right off the top of my head, but it's somewhere right around.
That's amazing.
Yeah. And we do about 60. We have a capacity to do over 70,000
really
a year here.
Holy
cow. A year.
And you're expanding.
Well, we've just expanded. We're expanding our footprint. The main thing that we're expanding on now is building new barrel warehouses. So we just got approval to build. We just picked up the property across the street.
I was wondering about that. I saw some stuff moved and so forth.
So
we
don't even have 1 barrel in this 24,000 barrel house that we just finished building over here. And we've already got 2 more going in across the street with plans for a total of 11 more over there. And those are 24,000 barrels apiece.
Jeez.
So that's really our expansion. We're not really expanding our capacity. We're just having to increase our storage.
Wow, dude.
It's freaking awesome,
explosion.
Man. Yeah.
Explosion.
You guys got another big award too. Did you know this, JBow? Ernst & Young named Shane Baker and Dr. Pat Heist
Entrepreneur.
Yeah, of the year, 2020 East Central Award winner. How cool is that?
That was super cool also. Yeah.
I mean, that's freaking awesome,
Dude,
man.
you know, 2020's been kind of rotten to some people, but it looks like it's been pretty fantastic over on this side.
Well, it would have been better if we hadn't had all this COVID stuff.
Right.
But
Yeah.
it was still pretty good, I have to say.
Yeah.
I tell you what, that's impressive.
So let's talk about, one of the things I was talking to Wally Dan about. I said, you got anything that you want to say to Pat? We're going up to do a podcast with Pat Heist, and he said, tell him we said hello and get him to play a riff for you because he's a legitimate musician. I mean, how cool is that? How long have you been doing that, Pat?
Well, actually, that's how Shane and I met. We
Really?
played in rock band. Yeah, we had a mutual friend of ours who was a drummer, and he was telling me about this guy, Shane, that he knew that played guitar, and he was telling Shane about this guy, Pat, that he knew that could sing. And so we got together and started a band that played here, in Danville and around. We actually, one of the biggest shows we ever played here in Danville, the guy who's now one of our head sales guys in Firm Solutions, he was actually at that party. So he went from
Really?
a spectator at one of our concerts to one of our top sales guys. So, but we played for a while, and actually the band, I play in a band now. Shane, he doesn't play with us. I've tried to get him to. Maybe we can get him to come on for an anniversary show or something.
Yeah.
But the band I play in now, we play a lot of the songs that we wrote whenever Shane and I were in the other.
So you guys, you're not just cover band. I mean, you guys had legit,
we've got
legit stuff you did yourself.
What's the name of the new band?
So the name of the old band is called Fulcrum, which that's like engineers in the
Right,
band.
right.
So they won out on the band name. The new band name is called ZLMA.
Zellamay.
ZLMA.
So how did you become? What's the story on that? Is there a story?
Well, there's a girl that we went to school with in Albany. Her name was ZLMA.
That's cool.
And we just named the band. I thought it was a cool name, so we named the band.
That's
that.
freaking.
So, I mean, she's got to be hot if you're going to name your band after her. I mean,
Well,
was she?
I
she
haven't
yeah,
seen her.
yeah, she's got to be.
I mean, you're not going
seen
to
her
name
in
a
a
band
long time.
after an ugly girl, right?
Well, I don't know. You never know.
Hey, ugly girls need to be loved on too, JBow.
I shouldn't have said that.
You shouldn't have said that. Zellamay's going to listen to this and she's going to call you
I
out.
bet she's beautiful.
Yeah, she's gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
She's got to be.
That's right.
So you've been doing this thing for how many years?
Well, ZLMA, we've been playing for probably about 3 years now. And a bunch of really good musicians. I mean, we don't practice that often, but when we do, we everybody knows what they're going to do, and we hit it pretty hard.
Is it I know your go-to is hard rock. Is it a hard rock band?
Yeah.
Cool.
We do like cover songs from bands like Alice in Chains, Stone Temple Pilots. That kind
We're
of
talking
stuff.
Club 68 radio.
That's right, man.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. We need
Right
to,
there.
We'll get you on the show.
That's good stuff, though, man.
That'd be fun.
So what comes more natural to you? Are you more naturally... because I'm thinking about, Dr. Pat Heist. I'm thinking about, like, real sophisticated stuff that you studied in college. You got your
13 years.
freaking PhD. And, you start Firm Solutions, which is just a success story. You start your own distillery, Wilderness Trail. You're a musician. I mean, that's a lot of moving parts, man. Yep. What comes most natural to you?
Probably this kind of stuff, what I'm doing right now, hanging out, talking to people about different things.
Yeah.
Whether it be teaching in front of a class, I teach at several different places. Moonshine University.
I've heard of that,
that. I do a lot of training for a lot of the, Shane and I both do a lot of training for the other distilleries here in Kentucky. So, I mean, my favorite thing to do is get up in front of people, whether it be singing in a band or talking, tech about bourbon production.
cool.
Or just hanging around drinking bourbon. I've tried to do.
I mean,
That's
what do you do when you're not playing music, when you're not running two companies, when you're not teaching? What do you do? What do you do?
Well, I have a cabin down on Lake Cumberland that I like to go hang out at.
That's cool.
Which usually involves drinking bourbon.
What other things does Pat Heist do? You mentioned you've got a cabin down at Lake Cumberland. You enjoy bourbon, but what else is there? There's got to be more to who you are. I mean, for God's sakes, we got somebody that is so freaking smart, but there's got to be something else.
Well, I appreciate you saying that.
But now, so just hanging out, drinking some bourbon, chilling. You guys have invested so much time and energy into your projects. I mean, for God's sakes, how do you keep it all? How do you keep everything straight?
Well, when you get about 100,000 barrels on campus, you just kind of remember where they are. I think that one's over here.
Yeah.
Now, we got sophisticated systems for managing all that. And we got good people on staff.
I was going to say.
Yeah.
Man.
I got to give a shout out to, I think it's Brian Sawyer. Did I say that right?
Yep.
Wonderful guy. And if all your employees are, similar to him, it's got to be a joy to come to work.
Yeah, we've got a great team here for sure. And Brian, he's a great guy, as well as, man, everybody working here. It's all team effort. Get everything's got to be done.
So how many folks you got up here, roughly?
Between the two companies, I would estimate 55.
Yeah,
great.
That's cool. So I got to ask you talked about being kind of grew up in Covington or was born in Covington, went to Albany and went to Pikeville and was a student at UK, obviously. But Wilderness Trail, obviously, and before that, Firm Solutions made their home right here in Boyle County in Danville. Yep. What was it about Danville?
Well, hell, boys, this is where the band played.
That's right.
So this is where it was all born.
It's not that simple. First of all, Shane, he already lived here.
Okay.
He had a home here. I, at the time that we started Firm Solutions, was living in Pikeville and was a professor of medical microbiology at the osteopathic medical school.
It just sounds damn impressive.
Well, I'll tell you one damn thing. I didn't realize that at the time I was raised in the Wilderness Trail Nation, because there's like 900 doctors here in the United States that were my students that are all bourbon fans.
Really?
Yeah, and they're all over the place. And they got bourbon groups and
That's
holy
awesome.
shit, man. So a lot of those doctors out there, and they got a little extra spending money and got friends, and there is an amazing amount of them people that are in bourbon groups.
That's
now.
cool.
That's freaking crazy.
I mean, Texas and California and here in Kentucky and all over the place. So that was, but anyway, back to your question about how do we end up here in Danville. Shane was already living here. I loved Pikeville. I mean, I didn't think that I'd like it that much when I moved over there, just hearing the stories about, that place is deep east of Kentucky.
Yeah.
But we really loved it over there and had a great time. But I knew I wasn't going to be living over there forever. And I'm more from over in this area. My mother lives in Somerset. My dad lives in Lexington. My brothers and sisters live around here. And Shane was already here. So it was like, this was a good area for us to be.
Yeah.
Beautiful land. Beautiful. I when I go to Maker's Mark, I'm like, this is really nice. But, you're very similar. It's a beautiful land out here. You pull in, you're like, first thing you think of, wow, look at this.
Yeah,
It's beautiful out here.
Yeah.
Man. You got a good spot.
I mean, how much of it did you and Shane actually factor into, I don't know, just the logistics of as far as how the bottles looked and how the warehouses with the Wilderness Trail, vertically on there. I mean, how much of that stuff did you guys really talk about?
Well, on the bottle, that's the cool thing about having a bourbon brand. If you're going to start making it and you're not going to release it for 4 years, you got plenty of time to think about
what it's going to be. Yeah.
So, if you go outside up by the building up here and look on the side of our box truck, we have, like a picture of what we thought our bottle was going to look like 2-3 years ago, and it don't look a damn thing like what our bottle looks like. We actually need to get that truck rewrapped. But, it went over several different permutations. I think we always kind of wanted that shape of a bottle.
Yeah.
And then we finally decided on that exact shape, which that's a stock bottle. It's not we have the printing on the front, but the label, that was a collaborative effort. I'd definitely probably give Shane lion's share of the credit on that. He, like I said, he's a tinkerer. You can't keep him from messing around. He's sitting there trying to argue over what the label's going to look like 4 years before we and this is like, all right. So, but it came along and evolved, and we've got really great marketing people that work for us. We've got a good team of graphic designers that helped. So, teamwork there.
That's great. So
and it came out great. I love the bottle.
I love it. It's different. It's different than anything else out there. So.
One thing that I especially like too is the top, which is so cool. Wood, right? And it's just fantastic. It's just everything about it. It's pretty pretty damn cool.
Well, let's go take a quick break and get you another drink.
I'm working on it, man. This is good stuff.
And then we'll come back with a third and crazy segment to wrap things up.
Sounds good. Back with more Two Shots right after this.
The Marion County Trail could be the best value in bourbon-themed travel in Kentucky. You'll experience one of the Kentucky Bourbon Trail's crown jewels, one of the Bourbon Trail Craft Tour's top-rated stops, and something you can't find anywhere else. Organized tours of a bourbon barrel manufacturing facility, all in one place. It's the Marion County Trail. Take your time to tour, dine, shop, and stay all along the way. Explore world-famous Maker's Mark, a hot-ticket item on the Kentucky Bourbon Trail. Limestone Branch Distillery, home of world-famous Yellowstone bourbon, and one of the top-rated stops on the Kentucky Bourbon Trail Craft Tour. Kentucky Cooperage, the sprawling plant where the thriving Bourbon Industry's barrels are hand-built and seared with fire for bourbon aging flavor. And Lebanon, home of wonderful dining opportunities from home-cooked to chef-driven. Unique shopping opportunities, nowhere else to be found murals for your selfies, and overnight accommodations that range from traditional to bed and breakfast to bourbon-themed. Go to visitlebanonky.com for more details. Lebanon Tourist and Convention Commission, 270-692-0021.
Whether you're buying or selling, be it your first home or your last home, or building your investment portfolio, give me a call. I'm Lisa Kearns, a realtor with Exit Realty Heartland. I understand the stress and hassles involved in buying and selling, and I will be here for you. Let me put my 20-plus years experience in marketing and customer service to work for you. Give me a call, 270-402-4036. Lisa Kearns, realtor with Exit Realty Heartland, here to work for you.
Hey, this is JimBo.
This is JBow.
Man, we are so happy because JBow, we got this podcast going, and we got fantastic sponsors like our good buddy Billy Taft with Big O Tires.
Billy Taft, longtime friend, and I've been going to him for years for new tires at Big O Tires.
I needed a new set of tires just recently. Guess where I went?
Where'd you go?
Big O Tires here in Lebanon, Kentucky, the heart of Central Kentucky. Billy Taft. He took fantastic care of me. I know he's always taking care of you.
Yeah, heck yeah. He's even taking care of me when I broke down in Bardstown. He has a Bardstown location as well. Fixed the tires right up. Baby, I was out the door, back to Lebanon in no time.
He does a fantastic job. He's always worried about number one. You know what number one is?
What's that?
That is the customer.
Exactly.
The customer is always right when it comes to Billy Taft and Big O Tires, JBow.
You can get oil changes, tire rotations, new tires. Heck, he's even got used tires you can buy.
Absolutely. Whatever it is you're looking for, I guarantee you're going to find it at Big O Tires, Bardstown, or in Lebanon. Boy, and guess what? They are sponsors right here, JBow, on Two Shots on a Barrel.
I'm telling you what, we love Billy Taft and Big O Tires.
Go there today. Big O Tires, Billy Taft. It's in Lebanon and Bardstown, the heart of Central Kentucky. Two old boys ain't much for working. JBow, I love it. I love it, man. I love that tune.
Terry is so talented.
Terry Woolley. So, the story goes that I said, Terry, we're doing this podcast thing. We're just a couple of guys want to talk about bourbon, everything that is Central Kentucky. And Terry's like, I got you. And he took it from there.
Yeah, 24 hours later, bam, we have an opening theme for our podcast.
Terry Woolley with Crystal Music is to kind of icing on the cake. Is sponsoring Two Shots on the Barrel. I don't know how cool that is.
Not only did he do this for us, he's also sponsoring us. So, I mean, it's a double whammy from old Terry. Thank you, Terry.
And you guys have come a long way. You went from a point in time where you guys didn't necessarily get along the best in the world, and now you are like best friends.
Well, it's like, you put two superstars in one room, there's going to be some bumping heads.
Listen, whether it's recording, maybe it's some voice lessons that you need, some learning how to play a guitar, harmonica, you name it, Crystal Music in Campbellsville, Kentucky is the place to go.
Hey, I even was in a tight spot. I was going to go to Nashville. I was going to interview a bunch of artists, and I needed a guitar to sign.
I remember that. I
walked in there, and I'm telling you, they have guitars everywhere. And he said, you don't want this guitar, you want this guitar. And he set me up, and away I went to Nashville. Bam.
He took care of you, and that's the way he can take care of everybody. He's a good dude. He works so hard. His wife, Ina, though, is the best thing in the world about him. There's no doubt about that. But Terry Woolley is a great dude, and for every musical thing that you need, including if you're out there listening and you need a jingle for your podcast, reach out to Terry Woolley. Check him out on Facebook. Look him up, Terry Woolley. That's Wooley. Or look up Crystal Music. You'll be able to check out all their deals along the way. And thanks so much, as always, JBow. They're a great sponsor.
Hey, and we're looking for more.
Absolutely. Right here on Two Shots in a Barrel. Back to Two Shots on a Barrel, having fun. Hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving weekend, safe weekend. Got your full of turkey and dressing and all those good things. Had a good time. It's been a weird year. 2020 cannot leave soon enough for sure.
That's right, man. I ate my weight in broccoli casseroles.
Jesus,
man, it was good. What's your favorite Thanksgiving food?
Man, I'll tell you, the candy yams were going down all the
Oh, that's good stuff. Good stuff. What's yours, Jimmy?
I would probably have to say the dressing balls. They're fantastic.
Man, if they're made right, it's game on, dude. Yeah, put a little gravy on them.
Yeah, they gotta be old fashioned. You know, you gotta toast it and do it all that. You can't do that box shit. It's got to be the real stuff. That's good. And but yeah, that's probably my go-to. I would say
good stuff.
And then the dessert. What's your favorite dessert?
Man, I'm not huge on dessert, but I like just some simple pudding or like obviously pumpkin
pie. Yeah, that's a staple. Yeah. The Pilgrims had that back in the day.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Squanto, man, he hooked us up with some pumpkin pie.
Look, somebody's trying to call me right now.
Hey, that's great, man.
That's good stuff. They're going to be on the.
That's the Bob and Tom show.
That's right. It is, man. That's cool.
Replacements.
Now listen, we're in the third segment, so we're just going to reach out there and talk about everything in this segment, such as your co-owner Shane.
Yep. Give us some dirt, man. That's where he's going with this.
Since he didn't show up, we need some good dirt on this boy.
Man, let's see. He's pretty squeaky clean. At least the pact we got keeps
right.
reputation clean. No, man, I don't really have any dirt on the guy. He's
a boulder. You said he likes to get out on the ocean. And
he's a boulder.
Waves, yeah.
I thought you said he's a boulder.
He's a bowler,
He's
yeah.
He's a boulder.
Are you guys day and night?
Well, given the fact that the bars are open damn near all night, I definitely would include that as part of my workday. At least
funny.
For the sickness.
That's pretty good stuff.
Right.
But yeah, man, I don't know, man. There's a couple things I could probably say about Shane, but like I said, I'm gonna stay.
We may end up having him on the show.
Exactly.
You look concerned there.
Well, the thing is, I'd be incriminating myself.
Right.
Yeah.
So
that's cool that y'all are tight.
He's just a good guy. We're good friends. We've been friends forever. I mean, to have a relationship where you're managing businesses like this, you gotta keep it. It's best if you have a good friend to do it.
Oh, I'm sure.
Keep everything
fun.
Sure.
Is it sort of, I know when I got married, people were talking about, it's a give and take. You got to pick your battles. It's probably like that in a business too, though, I would think.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I mean, there's going to be things that maybe you see a little bit different than Shane, and you just got to figure out, all right, we're in this together. Let's make this work.
Absolutely.
I'm guessing. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been married for 23 years, so it's been a lot of give and take.
When he's with his wife, it's pretty much she tells him what to do, and he's like, yes, ma'am.
Oh, yeah.
I'm on my way. I'm the same way. Yeah. Just, okay.
JBow has something in common with you.
The beard?
No. You are a doctor, and he is married to a doctor.
Yeah.
Oh,
how cool is that?
A lot in common. That's great.
Wow.
That's good stuff.
MD or DO?
Hey, she's MD.
MD. Okay.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
So, walk me through when you were talking about all these students now that are bourbon connoisseurs.
Yep.
Out there, obviously. And you talked about one thing that is really blown up on social media, especially, is bourbon groups. You know, you got various kinds. Do you ever get out there and follow along with some of the comments? For example, if somebody said Wilderness Trail is not what they thought it was going to be or something, how does negativity affect you?
I mean, I'm really open to constructive criticism. I mean, if somebody's got something to say, you know, the fact that our yellow label, for example, is a single barrel, all the barrels are going to be a little different.
Right.
So, you know, if somebody says they don't like it, usually it's going to be out of 150 great comments, there might be one sour comment in there. So it's kind of like, you know, almost going. I got a 99 on that test.
Yeah,
exactly.
So, you know, I personally don't take it hard. I appreciate anybody who drinks our stuff, who wants to say anything that, I mean, if that's their honest opinion. Now, somebody's just on here bashing it, which we haven't seen a lot of that.
No, I don't think you will.
I'm a member of, we were looking at somebody needed a list of bourbon groups, and I listed about 40 groups that I'm a member of. Yeah. So, you know, there's a lot of different things going on out there. Yeah. And some of the groups are bigger than others, and you kind of see, you know, it's really amazing what goes on in these bourbon groups in terms of how information is dispersed. And as we get into new states, which we're in 33 states now with Wilderness Trail.
Yeah, that's awesome.
You know, we just did a podcast with the Los Angeles Bourbon Society. Wow. And we do, all these different things with all these different states. And a lot of it, the genesis was through discussions on those bourbon groups. But I follow it pretty closely. I mean, that's now with, you know, not being able to go to bars and everything, hanging out at home, I do a lot of social media at night.
My biggest thing with some of these little Facebook, you know, groups is when they spend a whole hour talking about what fruit they smell, and if you listen to our podcast, I just really I don't know if I was,
he either likes it or he doesn't.
I wasn't made with that figuring out what smells coming out of it.
Are you that kind of guy?
If I have to write up, you know, very specific tasting notes, I try to be that guy. But when I'm just drinking bourbon, it's either, first of all, it's good or bad.
Right.
Second of all, I like to kind of think about, you know, what is this a wheater? Is this a rye bourbon? Is this a high rye bourbon?
Right.
Is this I like to think about those kind of things. And rye whiskeys obviously are very distinct. So I like the mixing and matching of all that. I don't get too caught up in all the, you know, I'll taste, you know,
taste,
and all this.
It's just it's too much for me to handle.
Well, you know, we were talking to Steve Nally with Bardstown Bourbon Company, and he was kind of like that. He's like, look, it's either I like it or I don't necessarily like it, but he was kind of weeded. He said, I'm more attracted to a weeded type of bourbon. Mm-hmm. Is there a bourbon that, you know, are you more of a rye bourbon guy, a weeded bourbon guy? Where do you rank in something like that?
Well, my flavor has kind of changed over the years. I mean, we started Wilderness Trail with a goal of mainly making weeded bourbon because that's what we liked at that point. I like rye bourbons too. The other thing, it was real important for us to use local grains, and they don't grow rye locally. A lot of people don't realize it. They don't grow a lot of rye in Kentucky. Mm-hmm. We're probably one of only 3 or 4 distilleries in the state that uses Kentucky-grown rye. And that's one thing that makes our rye taste like it does. But we started off on wheat because that's what we could get. But that's also I didn't mention it, but something else kind of historically about Wilderness Trail is that Shane's grandmother was retired from Stitzel-Weller Distillery. Okay. She started off here at the Kentucky River Distillery, which was the E.J. Curley Distillery, here not too far up the road where those Wild Turkey barrel warehouses are right on the Kentucky River. So she went from there to Shively, and they made a lot of, you know, old Fitzgerald, Pappy Van Winkle, the Wellers. Mm-hmm. Those are all wheated bourbons, and kind of looking back in some of the family archives that he had. In addition to what we like to drink, you know, Maker's Mark was historically one of my go-tos. You can get it about anywhere. I travel the world, and, you know,
it's there.
You can get it anywhere. Woodford Reserve, you know, you can get it anywhere. I like that. Now that's a rye based bourbon, but I like all fucking bourbons. To be honest with you,
I'm pretty sure I'm in the same boat. But as long as you don't make me try to figure out what nuts I'm smelling. You know, I'm like, I'm out.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
if you're smelling nuts,
I know,
after,
exactly.
drinking,
Like,
it doesn't have too much.
It really
bourbon.
makes you uncomfortable when somebody asks you, what kind of nuts you smelling? I'm like, I'm not smelling any nuts. Fruits, nuts.
Oh, that was fantastic.
We even had somebody say their bourbon they tasted vegetables in their bourbon.
that 18-month-old, the 18-month-old log still.
Yeah.
I tasted. Remember we talked about that? We were tasting like grass almost.
It was weird. So I'm just tasting bourbon.
Okay.
When I
Yeah.
come in place, and yours is top notch. Whatever this.
Well, boys, I noticed one thing. We've only had one shot, and it's called 2 shots.
That's
so
right. Hey,
you get the pour on here.
that's right.
Hey, so let me ask you this too. I've noticed one of the cool things in doing some research, and I'm kind of the research guy of
Yes, you are.
of the Bow Brothers.
That's true.
But you guys
Thank you.
obviously believe it's pretty darn important to give back to the community that you're a part of. Whether it's a humane society, which I've seen that. I've seen things talk about blood drives that you guys have sponsored. Then the barbecue festival is right here on the grounds of Wilderness Trail.
Yep. And that's
To me,
of course,
that's pretty
United.
cool.
That's the United Way, actually.
United Way.
Okay. Which to me that's pretty dang cool. You guys being able to do things. Is that kind of in the core of who Wilderness Trail is?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we're a Kentucky proud organization. 2 Kentucky guys, born here, raised here, lived here pretty much our whole lives. And, you know, if you're going to have events, I mean, really, whenever you look at something like the barbecue festival, which brings tens of that, we had over 40,000 people here, you know, last time
crazy.
we had it. And which, you know, by the way, set your calendars for that. It's normally the weekend after Labor Day, so look right around.
All right.
We will be here next year.
Yes, we will.
And also, you'll likely see Zella May playing.
We want to do that.
But
yes.
you know, if you're going to do these events, you know, why not structure it to where some local organization isn't benefiting from it?
Oh, definitely.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's big enough payback for us just to get people here, see our brand, come have an opportunity to come see our place. But if you can raise a couple, you know, 10, 20,000 bucks for a local organization, I mean, if you look at what we did for the Humane Society, that was a very large. I mean, it takes a lot of. I mean, it would take a lot of manpower just out beating the street trying to raise that kind of money. We basically had a party here one night, and everybody got together, had a great damn time, and ended up raising enough money for them to check a couple things off their list that they needed to do.
Awesome. That's great.
So yeah, man, we're big supporters of the.
I'm a big believer in you get what you sow, and by doing that, I mean,
Is this turning into a biblical podcast?
you know, I'm not very biblical, but
It's you reap what you sow,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
Yeah, he said, I'm a big believer you get what you sow.
I mean, seriously. I mean, seriously, good things come back to you if you know when you plant good seeds, and that's what's happening. I mean, it's obvious that from your vision when this all started to where you are now, that good things are happening for you.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Well, so I got a question. Whenever you harvest your garden, are you harvest it or do you reap it?
I don't have no idea.
Oh, you don't do it?
Yeah, see, I have a garden, but
He's
I have
got
no
a
idea.
garden. He don't have a clue.
We just hope that something grows. So I
He
mean,
gets what
yeah.
he reaps.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, whatever I said, you know.
Yeah, it wasn't very
You
biblical.
two know exactly where I was going.
Yeah,
at, but,
yeah.
you know,
I think I need to hang out with Dr. Pat because he kind of likes to pick on you like I do.
that's fine. That's perfectly fine.
And so, like, 2 against 1 would be so cool.
Look, man, I'm going to call up old Shane and balance the numbers here.
Do a grudge match.
That's right. That's right.
All right, so we're about ready to wrap things up here, and man, this has been cool. This has been awesome. When you look at what you and Shane have done, and really a warp speed. I mean, you consider what you guys have done from the time where, let's say, you were teaching at Pikeville to starting Firm Solutions to just a short period of time later, starting Wilderness Trail. I mean, we're talking warp speed type of things. We're talking humongous projects. What does the future hold for you guys?
Hopefully more free time and no, we're dedicated to this place. I mean, we really love it. I mean, we like doing what we do. I'm so proud to have so many different people that, you know, like to come here, and I mean, it's almost overwhelming the number of new friends that social media even, we get people showing up here all the time. It's like, hey man,
Yeah.
And it's like, God, I wish I knew who this person was. But a lot of people, we know a lot of people,
Yeah.
but it's just amazing seeing how the bourbon community has responded to us and all the love that we've gotten. And it's just, I just see us kind of keeping on.
That's good stuff, man.
Maybe worldwide someday.
Well, we're actually international already. We've been
Sweet.
selling whiskey over in Great Britain for a couple years now, and we're actually in Germany, and we've got some different potential to be in Sweden and Denmark.
See,
soon.
this show is in all of those countries, so we'll tell them to go
Maybe
buy.
you can get us in Lebanon,
Hey, we'll get you in Lebanon, man.
like the Lebanese one.
Heck yeah, man.
That's good. That's good right there.
That's good stuff.
Lebanon, baby.
I don't even think we're in Lebanon.
Yeah,
yet.
your freaking people are from
Lebanon.
Lebanon, and
Lebanon.
you don't even have
Lebanon.
Lebanon.
That's right. I have to get the word out.
Yeah,
See
you
what we
have
can
to
do.
you have to get Dr. Mickey Joe to
They got cousins.
get with her people in Lebanon.
Man, that's a good
That's
idea.
good stuff. Well, Dr. Pat Ice, man, this stove, I think it started off with Jeremy's burning a little bit, but he calmed down a little bit. I don't think the fire took hold.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about, like, I thought your head was going to, like, catch on fire today.
Man, I'm a lot smarter than you give me credit for. A lot smarter.
That's not true. That's not true.
Hey, I like drinking bourbon.
This is fantastic, yeah.
I like hanging out with owners of distillery, even though this is the first owner I've ever had a drink with of a distillery. So thank you very much on that.
That's cool.
So this keeps coming up in my mind. So are you considered owner / master distiller or owner / because you're...
Well, my other official title here is Chief Scientific Officer, which whenever you got your own company, you can come up with
whatever you want.
But, I just, like, my business card doesn't have any title on it. I mowed the grass here up until about
Gotcha.
2 years ago, so, I could have been grass mower, I guess.
Gotcha.
So a lot of people in local bars, there's a bar here in town, there's several great downtown places. But one of the bar owners down there, I used to go in there all the time, and it was forever till he finally introduced himself to me, and he was like, man, he found out that I was one of the owners out here. And he was like, man, I thought you were a forklift driver. So it was like, hey, man.
Hey,
I just like to hide in plain view. You know?
that's awesome, man. That's cool.
Well, hey, guys, I got a question. any chance you'd be willing to go to 3 shots?
Heck yes.
Maybe 4, It's
We would love to have you two on the show anytime you want. You can be a part of the show because you have...
What I meant by that was like, you guys want to have another shot.
That too.
I got to limit you guys to 2 because that's the name of the show.
This is outstanding, though. It's pretty cool. We get to shoot the shit with legends, with, like, really smart people, and drink bourbon.
It's a perfect setup.
Better.
It's a perfect setup. We took it on as something to do during COVID. We've always wanted to do a show together. So let's do a podcast. And he said, "What's a podcast?" And I'm like, "I don't know, but I'm sure we can figure it out." And
now we're like in
18 different countries.
Yeah.
Damn.
We're inching up on 500 different cities, and we're just 5 months old.
Yeah.
So it's kind of worked out. It's kind of cool.
Nice.
We're different than most of the other podcasts that's all nuts and bolts about
like, this smells like nuts.
nutty smell. So we just kind of keep it lighthearted and having fun. It's taking us places, and we get to hang out with you and drink with you, and we appreciate you giving us your time.
The cool part about people like Pat Heist and Steve Nally and Denny Potter and all those guys, man, you guys are notoriously like just the coolest dudes in the world.
Laid back.
Just like, man, let's go hang out at the cabin and let's just drink and just shoot the bull all night long.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the coolest part about every guest that we've had on.
Yeah,
It's like legitimate, honest to God, good human beings.
and everybody's been up to meeting with us except one distillery. Everybody else is like, let's roll, let's do this. But
we'll see. We'll make that happen, man.
we'll tell you off, record who that was, but everybody else is like, let's do this, let's have some fun, and we appreciate that, and I'm sure the listeners appreciate it as well. To being open, your life's open booked. I mean, you love Slayer, you love hard rock.
Damn right.
And drink bourbon. That's my kind of dude right there.
That's good. That's good stuff, man.
Killer.
It would be cool just to go to a bar with Pat Heist and just kind of walk in, and like walk with a little swagger. I think it would be kind of cool.
Him and Fonte would be fun in the room together.
Yeah. Stephen Fonte.
Yeah, you know him, don't you?
Yeah. Just having them walking in, and then you could have Wally just kind of come in after us with the wind blowing through his hair.
The locks of love he's got going on.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, man, you can't have a better name than what he's got started.
Isn't that
I mean, let's be
Isn't that
honest
it?
here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've always been a little bit shy of my first name. It's not Pat. My first name's not Patrick.
Well, what is it?
Well, we'll disclose it here on the show.
Let's do it.
My first name's Elmer.
Elmer!
Yeah.
Dang,
So it turns
no
out
shit.
that's a good fucking distiller's name.
It is
Hell
a good
yeah.
name.
Yeah. My middle initial's P, so Elmer P.
So your name is Elmer Patrick
Heist. Yep.
Wow, man.
Sure enough.
So we learned something else.
This is a brand new.
That's killer, man.
That's freaking awesome.
That could be a name of a future bottle.
Yeah, Elmer P's.
Please.
Good shit. Man, it's been a pleasure hanging out with you, brother.
Yeah.
Dude, you're awesome.
See you
Your
guys.
bourbon's awesome. This distillery is awesome. Thank you for having us.
Yep. My pleasure.
Good stuff, JBow. You got any last parting words for everybody?
Hey, we got a couple more shows left before our first year's complete.
Yeah.
So thank you, everybody, for tuning in. And if you're in Georgia, I don't know why y'all like us so much, but
And Bloomington, freaking Indiana loves us too.
yeah, man, that's just blowing up. I mean, there's
It's
more
like-
people in Georgia likes us than Kentucky for some reason.
Must be a lot of drunks in Georgia
Hey,
and Indiana.
My kind of people, right there. I love them.
They love their bourbon though.
And we want to give a shout out to everybody in Puerto Rico listening. And
We've got a faithful listener in France too that absolutely loves
Great.
this show.
Love it.
Buy some Wilderness Trail.
That's right. It's coming out.
Yeah, it's good shit.
Good stuff.
All right, for Pat Heist, Dr. Pat Heist. For JBow, I'm Jimbo. Peace out, everybody. See you next time. Peace.
The Marion County Trail could be the best value in bourbon-themed travel in Kentucky. You'll experience one of the Kentucky Bourbon Trail's crown jewels, one of the Bourbon Trail Craft Tour's top-rated stops, and something you can't find anywhere else. Organized tours of a bourbon barrel manufacturing facility, all in one place. It's the Marion County Trail. Take your time to tour, dine, shop, and stay all along the way. Explore world-famous Maker's Mark, a hot ticket item on the Kentucky Bourbon Trail. Limestone Branch Distillery, home of world-famous Yellowstone bourbon, and one of the top-rated stops on the Kentucky Bourbon Trail Craft Tour. Kentucky Cooperage, the sprawling plant where the thriving Bourbon Industry's barrels are hand-built and seared with fire for bourbon aging flavor. And Lebanon, home of wonderful dining opportunities from home-cooked to chef-driven. Unique shopping opportunities, nowhere else to be found murals for your selfies, and overnight accommodations that range from traditional to bed and breakfast to bourbon-themed. Go to visitlebanonky.com for more details. Lebanon Tourist and Convention Commission, 270-692-0021.
Whether you're buying or selling, be it your first home or your last home, or building your investment portfolio, give me a call. I'm Lisa Kearns, a realtor with Exit Realty Heartland. I understand the stress and hassles involved in buying and selling, and I will be here for you. Let me put my 20-plus years experience in marketing and customer service to work for you. Give me a call, 270-402-4036. Lisa Kearns, realtor with Exit Realty Heartland, here to work for you.
Hey, this is JimBo.
This is JBow.
Man, we are so happy because JBow, we got this podcast going and we got fantastic sponsors like our good buddy Billy Taft with Big O Tires.
Billy Taft, longtime friend, and I've been going to him for years for new tires at Big Old Tires.
I needed a new set of tires just recently. Guess where I went?
Where'd you go?
Big O Tires here in Lebanon, Kentucky, the heart of Central Kentucky. Billy Taft. He took fantastic care of me. I know he's always taking care of you.
Yeah, heck yeah. He's even taking care of me when I broke down in Bardstown. He has a Bardstown location as well. Fixed the tires right up. Baby, I was out the door, back to Lebanon in no time.
He does a fantastic job. He's always worried about number one. You know what number one is?
What's that?
That is the customer.
Exactly.
The customer is always right when it comes to Billy Taft and Big O Tires, JBow.
You can get oil changes, tire rotations, new tires, Heck, he's even got used tires you can buy.
Absolutely. Whatever it is you're looking for, I guarantee you're going to find it at Big Old Tires, Bardstown, or in Lebanon. Boy, and guess what? They are sponsors right here, JBow, on Two Shots on a Barrel.
I'm telling you what, we love Billy Taft and Big Old Tires.
Go there today. Big Old Tires, Billy Taft. It's in Lebanon and Bardstown, the heart of Central Kentucky. Two old boys ain't much for working. JBow, I love it. I love it, man. I love that tune.
Terry is so talented.
Terry Woolley. So, the story goes that I said, Terry, we're doing this podcast thing. We're just a couple of guys want to talk about bourbon, everything that is Central Kentucky. And Terry's like, I got you. And he took it from there.
Yeah, 24 hours later, bam, we have an opening theme for our podcast.
Terry Woolley with Crystal Music is to kind of icing on the cake. Is sponsoring Two Shots on the Barrel. I don't know how cool that is.
Not only did he do this for us, he's also sponsoring us. So, I mean, it's a double whammy from old Terry. Thank you, Terry.
And you guys have come a long way. You went from a point in time where you guys didn't necessarily get along the best in the world, and now you are like best friends.
Well, it's like, you put two superstars in one room, there's going to be some bumping heads.
Listen, whether it's recording, maybe it's some voice lessons that you need, some learning how to play a guitar, harmonica, you name it, Crystal Music in Campbellsville, Kentucky is the place to go.
Hey, I even was in a tight spot. I was going to go to Nashville. I was going to interview a bunch of artists, and I needed a guitar to sign.
I remember that.
I walked in there, and I'm telling you, they have guitars everywhere. And he said, you don't want this guitar, you want this guitar. And he set me up, and away I went to Nashville. Bam.
He took care of you, and that's the way he can take care of everybody. He's a good dude. He works so hard. His wife, Ina, though, is the best thing in the world about him. There's no doubt about that. But Terry Woolley is a great dude, and for every musical thing that you need, including... if you're out there listening and you need a jingle for your podcast, reach out to Terry Woolley. Check him out on Facebook. Look him up, Terry Woolley. That's Wooley. Or look up Crystal Music. You'll be able to check out all their deals along the way. And thanks so much, as always, JBow. They're a great sponsor.
Hey, and we're looking for more.
Absolutely. Right here on Two Shots in a Barrel.